thought of some fabulous ideas. Did you know to get married at the top of the Empire State Building is only a fraction of the price? And if you got married at the Eiffel Tower, I mean, none of that price really matters. I mean, we are Chandlers. Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm here. How soon can we make that happen? Just let me know. Okay, great. Thank you.
I mean, if the top of the Empire State Building is too much and you want to stay local, we could always get married at the club. I'm sure once we tell them that it's a Chandler wedding, they'll make it happen.
You think so, huh?
Oh, absolutely. But first things first, I have to call the newspapers so they put in an announcement. Oh, and I have to call a photographer so they take our picture. And I want to make sure I get this beauty in the shot. All those people who thought I was washed up after Adam Chandler left me, they can all just kiss my...
No one's gonna be kissing anything until your divorce from my uncle is final.
Now, you're sure that he doesn't know that you're working for me? Great. Keep it that way. And I'll show my appreciation with an added bonus on top of your fee. I thought you would. Just call me as soon as that deal is sealed. All right.
You know what? I don't really need a whole Broadway production.
It sounds like you do.
No, I was just brainstorming. I can ditch the whole megawatt wedding thing. We could just fly to Vegas once my divorce is finalized.
Oh, I don't know. Eloping might cut down on your guest list by a few hundred at least.
You and I are the only people that matter. What do you mean?
You went from Lady Di going to Buckingham Palace in a horse-drawn carriage to an Elvis impersonator on the Vegas Strip.
I just got a little carried away for a second. A big production is not necessary. You are all that I need.
And I want to give you the wedding of your dreams.
I don't need it. I just want to make sure you know that you are all that matters.
I do. Believe me, I do.
Have you spoken to business affairs today?
We were kind of having a private moment here, cuz.
Well, next time move to a private space.
Maybe you should be checking up on your wife.
She's taking the bar today.
And she was pretty freaked out when she left.
I'd rather not bother her during her test, so... I actually have something I need to run by you.
You know, whatever it is, it can wait because my fiance and I are planning a wedding here, so if you don't mind.
Whatever you say.
Listen, when I asked you to prove that I was right to have faith in you, I didn't mean give up your wedding dreams. I love you, and I want to give you the world. Lucky.
I am the lucky one. You are a good guy, Scott Chandler. Most people would probably say, too good for me.
No. No, we have both made our share of mistakes.
Yeah, well, I think I have you beat in that department.
I don't care what you've done. I love you for who you are.
You do accept me, don't you?
I do. Forever and ever.
So, when can we make it official?
Well, I talked to the lawyer, and we could fast-track the divorce through the courts and have it finalized as early as next week.
Great. What day next week?
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure that there's an opening at the courthouse so we can get our license in time.
Well, it doesn't have to be the same date. Why are you pushing this?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Annie, I told you don't have to play games with me.
I guess I just feel like when you find the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you should start that life as soon as possible. I really want to be with you. And I want to be Mrs. Scott Chandler. And the sooner, the better.
I think we're out of net. You're gonna have to move, Junior.
No. What do you get off sticking your nose in my family's business? What has any Chandler ever done to you?
You want to move? Or do you want me to move you?
I get it. You're hanging on to the old Chandler-Cooney rivalry. If that's what it is, you need to step into the 21st century with the rest of us here. Because Palmer and my father, they were at a ceasefire a long, long time ago.
Seeing how upset your wife was is proof that the world would be a much better place without your family in it.
Don't you bring my wife into this.
If you cared about your wife, you would have gone after her instead of picking a fight with me.
You know, I'm not going to stand here and listen to you preach about my marriage. Son of a...
Daddy, stop.
Hey, buddy.
AJ, I said to wait up for me.
You brought him?
Marissa wanted to see him after her exam, and Scott was going to drive him, but he had business to take care of. Where is Marissa?
She just left.
Ran out, it's more like it.
Caleb. Always a pleasure.
Why were you yelling at this man, Daddy?
Well, I wasn't yelling.
Yes, you were.
No, we were having a discussion.
It sounded more like a fight.
Well, it wasn't. I'll prove it to you by introducing you to Mr. Cooney. Caleb Cooney, this is my son, AJ.
How you doing, AJ?
Caleb was Grandma's cousin, which makes him our cousin, too.
So he's related to us?
That's right.
Why is our family always yelling at each other, Dad?
Well, they shouldn't be. You see, we always have to try our best to get along, no matter what. You know, my son's right. We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
Is that where we're at?
I started it. I'll own it. In fact, the last thing AJ needs is his father tense and always on the edge, ready to fight anyone and everyone.
Sounds like you know something about that.
Bottom line, you're not my enemy. You're my family. And that's what I want for Chandler, to be a family-run business.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
You're probably heading back to West Virginia soon, right?
As soon as I tie up some loose ends.
Well, you probably won't, but if you change your mind about selling Cortland, my offer still stands.
You have certainly perfected the fine art of BS, which you inherited from your father.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, for the record, family or not, I would never have a Chandler owning Uncle Pete's company. Not for all the money in the world. So you can give it up, Junior. Any day now, Cortland Electronics is going to be off the market. And your dreams of ever owning it will be down the drain. I'll see you at the family picnic. I'll bring the potato salad.
Yes.
Hey, I thought you were at Crystal's.
I had to get out of there.
Well, Annie just brought AJ over there to see you.
They just can't stay away from each other, can they?
Who?
Never mind.
You all right?
Why are you marrying Annie?
Because I love her.
I mean, do you really think that she's gonna make you happy?
Yeah. I know what you're thinking.
Do you?
She's not the same woman she used to be.
How can you be so sure?
I know what I feel for Annie. It's the real deal.
Yeah, well, so is the competition between you and JR. I mean, how do you know that convincing Annie to say yes isn't just another way to one-up him?
Annie and I had a connection long before she and JR ever got together. I'm sorry, but you brought it up. Look, I know what I'm feeling, and it is not some control high that is going to fade.
I just don't want to see you get hurt.
Don't you worry about me. Take care of yourself.
I did.
Did what?
I just closed the biggest deal of my life and proved my father wrong at the same time.
Oh my God.